it. This is the morning, the next morning. Okay. So we've got the papers. We have the Freiburg Tribune. The Freiburg is the town we live in. I know, right, Clumpy? I tried real hard. I pushed it back. But you cannot escape Mondays. Oh dear. City Hall confirms rumours of Jack Boyd's resignation. The Golden Bird paper says Mayor Rogers, sex maniac. And the Fact newspaper, Mark War II to be shown in Freiburg the day before the worldwide premiere by the mayor's personal request. So we'll go to work. And let's hope... Oh, it is Monday. Uh-oh. Awkward. Hey, Valentine. Sorry, I didn't see you there for a second. You're the same colour as Carolyn. For me. Wow, that's taking ages.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freiburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences.
I made
But for
another
me,
mistake.
it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
I'm totally lost.
This is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. Though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go.
How's the audio?
I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them.
I don't like being trapped in cinematics, to be honest. Even though this isn't very cinematic, you know what I mean.
I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin?
Thanks, Clumpy.
Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same. Play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
This is the thing I'd heard that already had happened. It's happening now. You didn't miss anything. Alright, we're going to have some options. So this is how it's going to work. I will read it out, so if you just have audio, you can still partake. I'll read out what they're saying, then I'll read out all the options, I'll apply a number to them, logical number, let's not get crazy, and then you guys, as quickly as you can, put down the number. I've got the latency on low, so we should have a better reaction time. Yeah, so that's what we're going to try and do. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Okay, here we go. And try not to do it before I've read it out, because that's just going to break my immersion. That doesn't make any sense, but anyway. So 1, surprise. 2, the mayor discussed it with me. 3, I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. Or 4, what's the difference? I am in your hands. I will make my own vote, but I will not overrule you unless it gets weird. I mean, this is a very light one. I don't think it has huge issues. So, did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? So we've got 1, surprise. 2, the mayor discussed it with me. 3, I've been expecting this bullshit from the mayor. Or 4, what's the difference? Are you with me, guys? Or shall I do this by myself? It's okay. Everyone's getting shy. I'm literally asking you know. This is gonna work much better if we all do it together. Alright, I don't know if Valentine's still around. Goose! How wonderful to see you. I hope you've been alright. Or even well. Alright, so it was a bit low bar, wasn't it? It reminds me of Twitch Plays Pokemon. What, like really janky and awkward? Oh, fair enough. Alright, we've got 2 for 2. I don't want to drag out any longer. The mayor discussed it with me. Very professional. Mayor Rogers... I'm not going to do his voice. Mayor Rogers told me that once... Oh. Guys, we've got like a typo thing. Mayor Rogers told me that once a fresh face running Freeburg PD. So no, it didn't come as a surprise. But that's what it says. I'm going to read what I've got. Interstellar, that's fabulous, geez. I'm alright. I'm a lot better, most likely, than when we last spoke. Do you already know the name of your successor? 1. No. 2. I think it's a new man. 3. I think it'll be a department veteran. Or 4. Who cares? Again, we've got nothing to go on with this. It's just at random. We're just getting into the swing of things. Later on, there will be more serious decisions to be made. Also, as we go along, we'll get to know Jack Boyd a little better, so that might help us making decisions. Oh, everybody says no. Oh, excited camera flashing. Of course not. And I don't think the mayor's office knows who it is either. See, he'll put some sass onto it. It's not like we can pick and then... It's like when you... There's a lot of those story games where you pick your dialogue option and then they say something, you're like, whoa, that's totally not what I meant. Dunk. Oh, I know. It's just, he's putting his own spin on it. It's like we can't control this guy. Tickle, tickle. Yeah. He's a bit grumpy, what can we say? He's like 60 after all. And I think that beginning cinematic was the right one, and I panicked a little bit. I am a little bit weirdly nervous today, so I hope you will forgive me for missing out on that gem. Oh, Bing's lost. As long as we have a good enough number of people like to make a proper vote, an odd number of people. Otherwise I'll have to decide, and I really don't want to. Work hard, Bing, but not too hard. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? 1, perhaps. 2, no way. 3, I'd be happy. Or 4, who cares? Well, 4 is getting pretty laconic, isn't it? I'm glad, Bing. A corruption scandal. I don't want to drag out too much. Alright. Oh, also too. Okay, I was just about to make a... I will, if it drags on a bit, I will make a decision myself, otherwise we might just be sitting here and take ages. Alright, Bing. We'll do 2, because that's the last thing Bing said. No way. He's made up his mind to leave. I don't see anything affecting that decision. It's funny how my Jack voice is the same as my newspaper person voice. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe that the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Number 1, bullshit. 2, I don't know. 3, if it helps police. Or 4, no comment. Do I have anything to say about police cooperating with the mafia? It does seem like the wisest way to go. Alright, we just want to, yeah, I'm going to try and go through this one quicker so we can get into the gameplay. Oh no, see, this is what I was worried about. We're not having enough people to make a clear decision. Now I have to choose. I'm going to go with 4 because that's the one that came first. That's just how it's going to go. No comment. Usually I prefer to answer all your questions, but in this situation I've got to say no comments. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? 1. Definitely. 2. Definitely not. 3. Possibly. Or 4. How should I know? Yeah, people are forcing me to make decisions. Well, we want to get into the nitty-gritty of the game. This is just the preamble, really. Relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your Oh, I'm retiring. I thought I was fired. What can I say? Okay, I'm going to go with 4. Oh, sorry, Clumpy. You'd better ask him. Thank you. All right, so that's the kind of way we're going to do things, nice and awkward.
Today, Mr. Boyd.
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
All right, so we're annoyed with Kendrick. Mafia cooperating guy. So we're not, that makes it sound like we're not, at least not massively corrupt. Yes, retirement, quotation marks. Oh, there's some pills. We're taking some pills. That must be our back pain pills. And we're having a smoke. I think it's a cigar. Jesus.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell. White summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings.
Good for you.
Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough, I won't be here at all.
Boom.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon.
Did he just steal my cigar? Not my tiny mop.
180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man.
I'll do my best.
What a tool.
And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon.
He looks like he's wearing scrubs.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number.
Bib.
Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Dude. That's the kind of guy we are. Day 2, 16th of July, a Tuesday. I think we did good work. Yeah, I get the feeling we're supposed to not like the mayor. Okay, what have we got in the papers today? We have the title of Francis Kendrick could replace Jack Boyd. Jack Boyd on his resignation. Ask the mayor. Jack Boyd confirms a police cooperation with the mafia. Oh, did we? Indeed. Papers, am I right? Shush. Go to work. I don't think we could say no without lying.
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
Seems fine.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick, he recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Do we want tips? I'm racking my brain. Do I remember? I think I remember, but I'm going to go through the tutorial. I think it will help anybody who's not familiar with the game to see how it works and refresh my memory. Show me what you've got. Shifts. Freeburg PD organises upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and detectives continue their investigations. You can freely move employees between shifts. Characteristics. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism. That's the number here by the star, I believe. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policeman. A figure around 150 is considered average. I'll probably make a note of that. I feel very sleepy. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy. This bar here, currently with 3 yellow blobs. I like to call them blobs. I don't know why. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work, and a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Hidden characteristics. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess. I like how, there's not a positive hidden characteristic. You can only guess about these things, but you should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behaviour of your employees. Yeah, obviously it's portraying a certain type of police force, a more fictional type, I would imagine. And we are set some time in the past. I'm not 100% sure when. I think it's 80s, maybe? Thank you, Mana. I had to totally squint at your name then. You did that on purpose, huh? You wanna confuse people who say your name. I hear you. And we've got judgment from Clompy. We are looking at Shift B. We have 3 above the 150 level. And then we have 4 underneath it, one with just 5 professionalism. I guess that person works not so much. And then we have 3 detectives, one at 150, the other 2 below. So not the shining police force I'd like, but maybe we can whip them into shape. Doesn't really sound like our character's up for it though. Start the day. Here we go. Removing the cigar. Okay, I was waiting for something to pop up. I was like, shit, wasn't supposed to do something. Indeed. I know quite what you mean about longer usernames. Calls. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work.
110B in progress.
I'm going to click that. I'm hoping they want me to. Calls. Slots. The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you're allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending a SWAT, but they must be accompanied by at least 1 officer. Calls. Descriptions. The number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information, from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on, all of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder. That went dark, didn't it? Or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. I suppose I shouldn't ask, can you hear the music? I really don't like this kind of music. If I was playing offline, I'd probably turn it off completely. I know it probably adds to the atmosphere, but oh, I can't stand it. Clumpy can hear it, everything's fine. So here we have a crime in progress. Thanks for bringing a cuppa there. Name. I'm going to call you Name. Yeah, see? I can read things. My eyes are so blurry right now. We have a hit and run at the Everyday Mall. A married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van in the parking lot back over a homeless man who'd been digging through a trash can. The driver jumped out to help, but once he saw that he'd hit a bum, he got back in the van and quickly drove away. So, we have 2 slots for officers, and all the others are locked, including support. Okay, so what have we got? We've got somebody who drove away, so yeah, we're probably just going to go down there and take witness statements. I'd imagine the car will be gone for a while, so that seems like quite a low-level thing to do. So we will send... We don't want to send like our 2 lowest professional types. They'd probably just go off and get a sandwich or something. But I will send Price. We will try and help her bump up those that professionalism. I will send her with Asano. Asano and Price. Oh, Clumpy. I think we're well. We're having Monday stuff going on, so everything is a little bit all over the place. But hey, we're getting through it. And proceed. Okay, so we've got our little flashing light. I guess that's our guys. I just kind of want to paint this model though. Oh, we've got another one. It looks like there's a countdown as well. So that's going to undoubtedly come into play. We've got up the top, we've got what day it is, what time it is, how much money we have got. Crime in progress. Fight at the last picture. Monday. Maybe I should just not stream on Mondays and just do that whole thing. That would be fine. The last picture show theatre. A theatre manager reports that during a showing of Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theatre carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he violently... We're gonna get through this, guys. He violently attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theatre's security guard. Have you noticed how they've spelt theatre the British way down here, and at the top they've done it the American way, and that seems very inclusionist to me. Oh dear, we've got a punner. Alright, so we're going to break up a fight. It is just one person, so we will send Austin with... Yeah, we'll try Tsubaki. We've got all of our 4 lowest professional people out and about. Good luck, guys. Be professional out there. Wow, look at I'm always complaining that time flies, but my goodness. That's quite something. I was just saying I wanted to paint the model. That'd be nice to do when you're waiting. Oh, okay, we've got a report on the hit and run. Outcomes. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than living ones. I see what they did there. Ooh, a storm. How cozy. Oh, get my blanket. Oh. Proceed. Oh, bugger. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Well, that's hardly surprising. They called us to say there was a hit and run. He was probably gone ages ago. Sorry, guys. So now you can see there's like a meter running down. Whoop. When they're on their way back. Fight report. Oh, if offender escaped, you guys suck. Oh, thank you, name. Officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. I call that one a win. So the professional people were rubbish. Good to know. We're doing sterling work out there. All right. An armed robbery in the suburb. Bloody hell, really? 3 teenagers armed with a shotgun robbed a videotape store and made off... I'm sorry. What's Mr. Connor doing here? And yes, I was purposefully incredibly condescending then, because what's that comma doing there? And made off with their whole collection of adult movies. Sorry, I'm feeling childish today, clearly. Yeah, I know, I lost points. What are you going to do? The criminals fled in a car, but the store manager wrote down the car's license plate. The owner is one Janet Brown, who lives in the suburbs. It's going to be a mum, isn't it? Well, we've only got our very best people, but it's a gun. So I'll send Kochi, our very bestest ever person. Got a chevron there, and I think that's a leadership thing. And we'll send Purdy of the delightful lipstick there. Good luck, guys. You lost points. Psh. Oh, only 19 seconds. Well, 20 seconds, I guess. A fight at Johnson, Jurgen and Katz law firm. A brother and sister clashed with each other over their deceased father's will. I'm really glad it said will at the end. According to one of their lawyers, we don't dare separate them, and our security guard is off duty tonight. All right, I've remembered what I have to think about. We've only got Yancy to go in now. So I've got to remember to watch when people are getting back and watch the countdown, and then maybe we could have sent more than one person. I reckon Price will have a good go at losing some more points. So good luck, Yancy. You're off on your own there, mate. Don't cause any trouble. You can't. I don't think you can do that, Compy. I think that's what the countdown's for. You can leave it. Oh, we've got people home. As long as you dare. Or send no one, absolutely.
412A is progress.
People are home, back. But it's, oh dear.
Looks like we have a situation.
I hesitated, so it's all right. This is the tutorial bit. Direct orders. When your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. I like this stuff. This is my favourite bit. Shush game. All right, looks like we've got some options. So guys, remember, I'm going to read out the event, then I will apply numbers to each of the answers, and you guys tell me which numbers you want to go for, and hopefully we'll reach a consensus. Okay, armed robbery in the suburb. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Number 1, sneak into the house through an open window. 2, knock on the door. Open up, police. 3, turn on the siren and loudspeaker and shout that this house is surrounded by naughty commas. Sorry, I can't help it. I'm sorry. It bugs me. Wonky commas. Alright guys, so what are we going to do? This is the place with the kids with the shotgun. They're in we're in the suburbs. What are we there's people inside. The car that they used is outside. So what are we going to do? One may be tempting, but is that your vote name? I'm thinking... Everyone else is prevaricating. Hey, the reason why I'm getting you guys to make these decisions is so that I don't have to. If you guys don't make decisions either, this is going to be very awkward. Yes. Ask your conscience. We're a chief of police. Come on. Get the hats on. They have hats. Alright, so you both kind of wanted to do 1 just because it seems interesting, but you're going to do 3. Difficult to be police. So we're going to turn on the siren and the loudspeaker and shout that the house is surrounded. There, I did a sarcastic pause. 4 is the safe bet. Yeah, okay. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. +10 for Kochi and Purdy, the people who needed it least. Well done, everybody. Works well in movies. Yeah, sometimes I do that. Alright, we've got a countdown over here. Will they get back in time? We'll get the report on the fight. We've got 15 seconds on... Oh, offender caught! Officer unharmed. Good job, Yancey. He split apart the fighting siblings. Will people get home in time, I wonder? We're down to 10 seconds. I'm thinking no. Light comes on. It's... No, okay. I wimped out. That's alright, Compy. I am here to tell you. Assault in the ghetto. A passerby saw some teenagers attack an elderly musician and then run away with his guitar and his money. What a bunch of douchebags. Okay, we've got options for 3 different officers here. Now, just because it says there's 3 doesn't mean we have to send 3 like before. I just sent Yancey to a 2-person job. I kind of want to balance it out. We don't want to get to a point where we can't send anybody to something serious. Yeah, it could have been. Maybe that's why we didn't want to sneak in, really. I doubt it would have been particularly high quality, judging by the laughter. Okay, so some teenagers, again, the teenage element is really a concern in this city. It doesn't say that they're armed. They've run away already, but it seems to not matter. We're like frozen in time. So I'm thinking, should we try and send Price as well? We'll send Price and we'll send Tsubaki. I don't know. Good luck. Got to start somewhere. Last time I played this game, it was particularly bad, so that's always fun. Off into the ghetto. Here we go. Night time at 8 PM. We're drawing the blinds.
412A.
Report on the assault. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Yeah, okay, Price can't lose any points. That's hilarious. Sorry, Tsubaki. I think she's looking more and more mad at me each time. And now we get to end the day at 9 o'clock. Bloody hell. What a day. Overtime. If you think you'll need a couple of extra hands tomorrow, you can order any cop to come in and work overtime. I think I forgot about this last time. But if they're working flat out, they'll be much more exhausted. Somebody's bound to make a mistake. Yeah, I'm not really cut out for this. My dad and my sister and my uncle are all police officers. My sister still is. I didn't really get that gene. What can I say? All right, so this is our shift B. I want to have a look at my shift A to see if we are a balanced unit. Bloody hell, look at Stovall. A veteran of the force. 400 professionalism. Yay, Stovall. 160 and 150. We've got 2 above, well, two around about the average professionalism. I could move over one of our 200s to Shift A. Another price is... Is it? No, there's not another price. Just the one price. No one wants another price. Yeah, I think I will send over one of the 200s. And then we've got another 5. Oh, maybe that's what you meant. Yeah, I see what you mean now, Clompy. Bear with me. Okay, 5, 5, 20 and 80. 60 and 90. Looks like Shift B is really doing a bit better overall. Okay, I'll leave them. 90. I'm going to swap Austin and Birch. Birch Jr. They look like they've been having a good time of life. More of the golf announcer. I'm not sure why you said spoilers. Was there a spoiler thing? We want to do our best to avoid such things. Did I just go to Lord of the Rings again? Right, what was I going to do? I was going to swap Birch and Asano over. Can I do that here? Doesn't look like I can do that here. Austin! That's what I meant. Bloody hell, I'm not keeping up, am I? Alright, doesn't look like I can swap people here. I know there's a screen where you can, so we'll just end the day. I'm not going to ask anybody to work tomorrow. Shift A should... Yeah, they're nice and green. Let's end the day.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages. Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business, so you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with. How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand. Christopher G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across. The people who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price. In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Day 3, 17th of July, Wednesday. So we've got a bit more of a clarification on our protagonist. It seems like he's willing to bend the rules a little bit, but nothing extreme, which is good. I'm not so great at playing bad characters. It's just awkward, uncomfortable. So what's on the papers? Seriously, reading 3 papers in the morning? At least he has a cup of tea or something. Construction of Cinema Museum postponed again. Francis Kendrick announced retirement date. Legendary singer Gennaro Crespo comes to Freeburg. I just read the headlines. I imagine that Jack himself has been reading them whilst he has his breakfast. Asking for a day off. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Or she. Sometimes officers will request days off, even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets, and you've got to... I feel like I want to make one of those, you know how other people have like death counters in the corner? I feel like I should make one for all the bad commas. That's just how I roll. You've got to make sure these guys have your back. Okay, so this is our first day with Shift A and Roy of the +5 professionalism, the lowest you can get. There's a big sale going on today, and I don't want to miss it. Can I have the day off? I don't do voices. I wish I could. Grammar counter. Comma counter. See? Rolls off the tongue. Do we think this is professional? If Roy's there or not doesn't make a difference. You never know. We might... Come on. Let's try to build these people up. Looks like... I mean, he likes going to sales. That's... No, I've got nothing. No. Promotions. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers, there we go, see, police officers, you can do it, game, also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank. Oh, we were so close, boom. How many is that now? 4? 5 bad commas? And can be elevated in rank with 1, 2 or 3 stripes. Once a week you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honour some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Okay. Proceed. Oh, I don't want to give Birch Jr. anything. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, woohoo, but also learn to come... That's also a bad comma on account of the section after but is a fragment. If you want the comma there, the bit after but has to be a full sentence by itself. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Nice. Sometimes when cops get rank... That's not what it says. Sometimes when cops gets rank. Proofreading, that's all I ask. They start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. Yeah, it is, Clumpy. I've got 2 stripes to give out. Well, I don't even know these people. I don't want to give them any stripes. We will see how they work out. Look at Samady's smirk. Everyone else has got, you know, blank face or really, really unhappy face. And Samady's like, hey. That's pretty funny. Okay. Right. No, I can't do anything. I just was checking if I could click. Start the day. That was really loud, sorry. Music turntable. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. Comma counter. Callan, do the comma counter. I think we're on 7 now. Or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time. Just like in real life. Ooh. Well, the life of your grandfather. That's funny, game. That's a good one. Keep working on those jokes. Picking on grandfathers, what the hell? Alright, so we can pick a song. I like the musical Green guys. Ragtime. But I'm not going to like most of the music. Alright guys, I will let you... Fine. If you care enough to pick, I will read them out and you can pick. Otherwise, I will do what I want. Shockingly enough. We have Sweet Ginger Green by Pierce Pickering Ragtime 5, which appear to be jellies who've made it into musicians, which is good for them, you know. Thank you for the help name, but I'd appreciate no backseating for the moment, unless I ask for it, and you know, then it's okay. Otherwise, just hold off to be safe. But thanks for the tip about the VOD muting as well. We have Bud Meets Bob by Bud Freeman. We have Singin' 'Em by John Sangster. And Don't You Leave Me Here again. Oh, we've got Pierce Pickering again. This is Pierce Pickering Barrel House Jazz Band. Jazz. I hate jazz. Billabong. But who's remembering the first one, I tell you. Len Barnard and Bob Barnard. I've given up. Nocturne in B major by Chopin. Okay, does anyone care? Yeah, I think it is the 80s Valentine. Yes, Clumpy's with me. Chopin is clearly the only way to go here. Phew. We'll remember that for next time. The next day name. I was making a note of it, which I will promptly forget about. Hiring and firing. Let's learn how to hire and fire cops. Sounds lovely. Affairs. That's a button. I'm not just randomly saying it. Police station. Labour markets. Hiring. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicants. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Okay, it's telling us to hire Officer Ling Fang, Professionalism 100. I'd really rather not. 100 is pretty rubbish. I will hire for Shift A because game says so. Firing. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. Oh, it's not going to pick for me. Geez, guys, who shall we fire? It's a tough one, but I feel like somebody's been set up a little bit. So Roy is an elderly gent with very, very low professionalism. So it's time to say goodbye, Roy. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway, legality be damned, but that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other seriously. A dash and then an and? What's it doing to me here? Your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. I really don't think Roy is that worried about it. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed. But that's not really a valid option, right? Okay. So, oh, I feel bad for him. Too old. That's really harsh. What would happen if I fired everyone and hired no one? Well, we wouldn't be able to send anybody to any of the crimes. And we'd probably get fired, I'd imagine. Yeah, right? Poor guy. Totally set up. So we're allowed to fire him because of his age, the poor dear. Are there reasons to fire legally and didn't come to work? Came to work drunk? Or failed 3 assignments in a row? Bye, Roy. Sorry. Probably has to work out the day as well.
211 in
Hang on.
progress.
Just double checking. Having a look around. So we have 1 more slot for a cop and 1 more for a detective. And unlike what... Go, no, stop it. Why was it scrolling down? So, I mean, I can't see a reason to hire not the best person. I guess maybe if you're doing a really dodgy run, you'd try and go for really low professionalism people, maybe. So they would not care if you do shady stuff. But so far, we are not going to do that on our day 3. So the best we've got is Sasha Strong. Sounds like a comic book character. Professionalism at 290. I literally cannot see a reason not to go for that. So who is the... Okay, we've got 2 detectives on shift A. And 3 on shift B. So... Oh. Thank you so much, Widunda. How very kind. That's like a sneak subscription right there. It's like, boom. Suddenly there. Just walking in and being dramatic, I reckon. Thank you, dude. 2, and so we're going to need a detective for shift A. I don't want to hire incompetent people, Valentine. We are going to hire a detective. So the most professional one we have is Boris Akers, 130. But I kind of like, look how happy Dong Mai looks. Ish. Could just be, nah, okay, I've gone off him. That happened quickly. Okay, Boris Akers, and that was, oh bugger, I've forgotten already. I'm very sleepy. Shift A. Boris Akers, shift A. Boris A, shift A. Yes, I can forget with a 50-50. Hire for shift A. Good job. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I can just do this. We could ditch Price, but I feel like we should give her a chance. Just because she's old and, well, rubbish. I wanna mix everyone around at some point. I'm gonna go for shift A again. So Sasha, sorry, Officer Strong. That was very unprofessional of me. But then I'm a man in the 80s. Oh bugger, was it shift A? I forgot already. It was A, wasn't it? Yeah. A. Oh, we can move them around later if I've got it wrong. There we go. We are all sorted. Aha! Here we can move to different shifts. So, yeah, I think we're a little bit unbalanced. So the lowest 5 and 20, we've got 60. Yeah, I wanted to swap over Birch and Austin, didn't I? We'll see how that goes. Move to shift B. Move to shift A. Plus, I think it's probably best if these guys... I assume these guys are father and son. They probably should have a little space. And what have we got? We've got those 2 are basically even, except I ruined Grant a little bit. Kind of even. And then these are a bit lower. So I'm going to swap over probably Robbins and Yancey. Like that. Detective-wise, the detective we were going to hire was 130, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, detective. You're a real person. So we've got Beasley with 200, Moser with 110. Honestly, I'm not even taking notes right now. This is getting crazy. Callan's there. Mole 150. And then, okay. 200. 130. Yeah, I'm going to swap over Moser, I think. Well, it doesn't really matter. They've both got 100. So swap you. We're just mixing things up, freshening up the squad. We'll see how it goes. All right. Oh no, Roy has to come to work even though we fired him at the beginning of the day. Hi, you won't have a job after today. Get out there and do good work. Okay, restart with vandalism at St. John's Cathedral. We received a frightened call from the local cathedral. See, I know what they meant, but the way it's written makes it sound like the cathedral itself called us and was like, oh no, it's raining again. Can I strategize in advance? More like reactionary, I reckon, Valentine. I'll just do what I can. This morning, the abbot discovered that someone entered the old cemetery during the night. The old yard's tombstones are painted with satanic symbols, random comma, and some have been broken into pieces. It seems there are even marks from a shovel, but the abbot would say no more. Why so mysterious, abbot? Okay. So it looks like the criminals have gone. But that's what we thought last time. I mean, this is vandalism, so it's fairly low level compared to some of the ones we get. So we're going to send Roy. Yep. And we will send Samadi of the smirking face, because I reckon Roy really hates him and it's just funny that way to imagine their conversation. It's odd that they don't have, because regular police would have a partner, wouldn't they? As far as I'm aware, at least a buddy. I don't know, maybe too much TV. Off they go. Good luck. Here's the cathedral. So this is the police station, I can tell by hovering over it.
11 in progress.
Oh, we have vandalism at Atticus Tower. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two... I'm going to keep doing this. I can't even apologise, but this is badly constructed. Businessman Harley Jones, looking out his window, saw two teenagers scratching offensive slogans on his new car. I mean, unless you're starting a poem, that's really wonky. Again, it's a vandalism. Even more low levels, I don't really care about cars. But for some reason, we have 3 slots, which could imply it's more serious. But it's like, how would we know? If we get the call and this is what the information we have, this seems a bit gamey. It's either trying to trick us or trying to trick us. I see what I did there. So we will send Birch Jr. of the happy face, and we will send Grant, and hope it doesn't all kick off. Good luck, guys. Oh, we can put on the song that Name wanted now. I cannot thank you for this. I can almost guarantee I won't like it. Okay, Don't You Leave Me Here by Pierce Pickering Barrelhouse Jazz Band. I did this for you, Name. Jazz. Oh, I hate it already.
211 complete.
Report on vandalism.
1210 in progress.
Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. We're on to a winner here. And we have a suspicious individual at Eddie's Burgers. A waitress named Mila reports that she just served a chicken Eddie and a Diet Coke to a dangerous criminal who she'd seen on television just this morning. The culprit is sitting at the window, eating a burger. I don't want to dismiss it, but it sounds like one of those reports you hear, like, oh my god, it's that criminal from the TV. And they're all like, oh, the wanted person. It's just sitting there, but then they have to sit somewhere, don't they? So I'll send Birch the elder, and if it is a dangerous criminal, we'll send Van Dahl, who's slightly better than Robbins. And can keep an eye on Birch, who is very low. Look at the different sizes of their heads. Is Birch just leaning towards the camera? Let's hope so. Proceed.
211 complete.
Vandalism reports. Offender escaped. Officers are unharmed. We've failed everything. This is the third time I've started the game. I've never finished it, never gone particularly far. And I've never started this badly before. Woo. Awkward.
1210 complete.
Suspicious individual report. False alarm. The waitress had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive in question. Okay, and then we have a green one popped up. 20 seconds. Sam saw... Okay. I'm going to wait for the other two to get back. I think we have enough time. Boom. Sam Sorkin. King Louis nightclub. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again. Comma. And now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside the club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. I can't pull off talking like that. Alright, so this, it's not yellow, so obviously it's not a crime. I'd imagine this comes from one of the people who our deputy Kendrick had fingered to help us out and earn a little bit of extra money. So we need a bouncer. We need just one person. If we do really badly, I'd imagine we wouldn't get paid. But we also don't want to send anybody decent because, well, crime. So I'm actually thinking nobody's gonna find Roy intimidating. I'm actually gonna probably send Birch Jr. He looks like he's seen a lot of life and all of its negatives, so I reckon that'll put off any people trying to get in the club when they shouldn't be. So I'm gonna send Birch Jr. I mean, this isn't as important as crime. I'm also trying not to get hiccups because I keep trying to like sneakily drink water.
1111.
Nom, 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 da, da. I'm letting them count down a fair amount, but okay, we'll go for this one.
411 in progress.
Drug sales at Christopher G. Sands Ice Arena. Ooh, so the gangster boss has an ice arena. Oof. Yeah, we would like to blame the mayor for some things, Valentine. We just don't like the guy. He stole our cigar and stubbed out in our little model town. What a monster. An anonymous call just came in. A clown carrying balloons at the skating rink is selling crack to teenagers. But again, this sounds like a story that you read in one of those dodgy magazines that people buy on the street in American TV shows. But seriously though, a clown carrying balloons needs to be stopped. On the bad route, would you ignore this? I'm not even sure. Well, I could just close it, yeah. I'm not sure if it's that defined, Compy. But seriously, we need to stop these clowns walking around. We'll send Roy. I'm not going to send poor old Grant. She used to be professionalism 90. They're all really delicate. They get knocked down a lot. I kind of want to send Grant. Who sent? Okay, if it is somebody selling drugs, I guess. Okay, we'll send Robbins as well. Keep Roy in line, Robbins. Oh, shit. That one was only 10 seconds. Suicide threat on Fleet Street. Fleet Street. That's always one of the ones I try to buy in Monopoly. I never play Monopoly correctly. I always just buy the ones with the best colours. Apparently that's not a good strategy. A naked man carrying a canister of gasoline has threatened to set himself on fire unless his favourite chewing gum becomes popular again. Right on. Okay. We don't want anyone being set on fire, so we need to go professional. I am going to send in our best, because, you know, this is a threat to others as well as to himself. And I'm hoping with that much professionalism he'll have some experience talking someone down. And I'm going to send Grant in the hopes that she can learn from the best. Awkward. What's the time? It's 7 p.m. And we work till 9 p.m. Report, Sam Sorkin. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. In one night, I pulled in more cash than I earn in a month working at this dump. Charming. Mr. Sorkin said he wouldn't mind taking me on. I guess I just wasn't cut out to be a cop. Oh, that's a shame, Birch Jr. You seemed like a really good coffee making material. What have I done? Okay, so we've got an... Oh, thank you. From Sam Sorkin. Thanks for your help, Mr. Boyd. Here's $4,500. You are welcome. I think we've helped each other out there. I can't click on the buttons. I guess it's too late. We're in the red. Maybe we're supposed to go home.
11 complete.
Cross fingers. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Oh, we did have... This is our second success. Woohoo! We're helping Grant get back up. And Stovall just keeps getting better.
Officer,
Drug sales. As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. My goodness, I should have sent in SWAT. Okay, we have options, guys. We have 1. Carefully watch the clown from the stands. 2. Take the clown onto the ice and round up any witnesses. Or 3. Cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be... I've just completely lost how to speak. Cover up in a raincoat and pretend to be an illicit customer. What? I don't think that's the usual procedure. You may have guessed I don't like clowns. So what do you reckon? We have the clown in our sights. Are we just going to observe? Oh, Bing's back. Are we going to disrupt everything by taking the creepy clown? It's obviously a creepy clown. I don't know why I had to say that. It was totally redundant. Or are we covering up in a raincoat? Because that's... Isn't that like entrapment? I don't want to get all technical. Alright, Clumpy, I understand that you want to go 3, but is that your official... You guys are doing the tempting thing again. Come on, you can do it. What do you want? Maybe we could carefully watch the clown in a raincoat. I have some water. Hang on. All right, Name, have you got a vote or are you unsure? We can't run in fear, you know, we can't close the window. And yes, it is a clown, but we're not there, we're really far away. Okay, looks like we have a small consensus of carefully watching the clown from the stands.
11.
Offender escaped. You guys suck. Poor Robbins. It's because of Roy. Roy's just bringing everyone down. And we get to end the day. Okay. So we lost Roy and Birch Jr. Right on. We are waiting for the shift movement. We have shuffled people around, so let's just see what we've got. So tomorrow, Birch is going to be very tired. I'm not sure that'll make a huge difference. And the day. Day 4, 18th of July, Thursday. Everything's written backwards, it's weird. And the papers today. Feminist organisation denied official registration. Robespierre to reveal his identity when the time is right. Enemies using feminists to destroy Freiburg.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura.
That could have used a
She's
comma.
always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, But according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact.
I want a red
the fellow
pen.
Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy.
Help.
And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Okay, how about I just don't look at the text? Then I won't see all the bad commas. The dog looked fascinating. Those ears. That was quite something. Do we want to give out any stripes? I don't think anyone particularly wowed me yesterday, or the day before. God, what day is it? All right, Clumpy. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, no one's particularly wowed me. Maybe give a apologetic stripe to Robbins or something. No, I think we'll leave it for now. I'm being, I'm holding them back. I'm hoarding them like a miser, as they say. Oh, nobody asked for the day off. Excellent. Right. Song time. What have we got left? We've got Sweet Ginger Green, Bud Meets Bob, Singin' 'Em, Billabong, or Beautiful Silence. Or we could have Chopin again. I don't think I was listening, really. It's quite subtle, isn't it? Ooh. Okay, I'm going to leave with nothing. Unless somebody wants something. Oh, there's a weird kind of shadow around the text. Either that or it's my vision going wonky. Not unlikely. Okay, we've got a message from City Hall. Fire all black cops. Oh dear. Oh, you got to vote. Alright, I will put it on when we get back there, name. A racist gang has recently made some trouble in the city. They're capturing black townspeople and beating them to death. They recently sent a message to a local radio station promising to... I know, this is a really serious message and all I can see is the bloody commas. Promising to kill all the black doctors, firemen and police. We don't need any more dead police, especially not mere months before the election. The racists are gaining more and more followers, and even some of our citizens support them. Well, I assume that there are their citizens. I mean, are they just touring the country, picking up followers? That's a weird thing. You have to fire all your black employees over the next 2 days due to mounting racial tensions. The mayor wants us to fire all the black people. Well, mayor, I'm not going to do that. Who does that? We'll just look after them. Isn't that a better way to do it? What a douchebag. The mayor, I think the mayor just doesn't really give a shit. But, I mean, it's the 80s. If I had any knowledge of the situation in the 80s, I have no desire to roleplay a chief of police of 60 years old in the 80s. What can I say? Investigations. If someone commits a serious crime and flees the scene, the case goes to your detectives. Okay. Oh, nice. We're frozen in time. We did have a destruction of property with 12 seconds to go, but I think we're supposed to click on the homicide in the ghetto. Is that a magnifying glass or a lollipop? I mean, are we a quirky detective or Sherlock Holmes? Or quirky Sherlock Holmes? Investigations, slots. They investigate the crime scene, interview witnesses, and... Alright. This isn't technically wrong exactly. It's just they've been using the Oxford comma over and over, and now suddenly it's gone. Consistency. Consistency. And gather whatever information seems also helps if you can just speak as well. Gather whatever information seems pertinent. One of your detectives will be lead investigator on the case. You can assign additional detectives to any case who will work under the lead investigator as subordinates. Please, can I go rewrite it? Please. The more professional the lead investigator, the more effective the team. Yeah, if you could be frozen in time but actually still be allowed to move around, I would use that for good. Homicide at the ghetto, or in the ghetto, I'm not quite sure. I don't think I should keep saying ghetto though. Black activist Ronnie Moore was found shot outside his home. Alright, wow, just imagine, do they ever expect us to have that many detectives, or are these for cops? That's insane. Anyway, we need our most professional detective in Shift B, and that is Detective Mole, with professionalism of 150. That is average. I've gone completely blank. Can we send more? Maybe more can pick out more clues. Mosa, you get down there too. No, just in case another one pops up. De Brito. Nice hat. Go. I don't know what's happening. We'll see how it goes. It's our first one. Oh, 10 seconds. Destruction of property at City Hall parking lot. A member of the city's cleaning crew saw an elderly man approaching some expensive cars in the parking lot, carrying a long iron rod. See, to me that sounds like the expensive cars are carrying a long iron rod, but I'm rather picky. The whole street could hear him shouting, "Bastards! Thieves! Bloodsuckers!" Hey, it just makes me think of that old guy in The Strain. Alright, so he's got a long iron rod. We've got to be careful. Kind of want to send Birch. So, I'm just a bit sadistic today, apparently. I'm going to send Purdy, our second most professional officer, and a Sano of 90, which is pretty low. Good luck. Oh, I've got something. blonking around. Oh, right, the labour market. I'm with it. Shouldn't I have an assistant to tell me when to do these things? I guess that's why it popped up there. Okay, so we need a new cop for shift B. We've got two 220s there. We've got two 220s there and a 410. Woo. 160. Mumble, 160, 100. Okay. Yeah, shift B. Gotcha. It looks like it will be Officer Brandy Bailey. Brandy with an I. Professionalism, 220. Welcome. Was it shift B? It was B, wasn't it? Oh, bugger. I'm just... you just forgive me. It was B. Awkward. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, we are quite short-staffed at the moment. I don't think we can count on Birch and Price for anything. How are we doing for time? Anyway? Okay. Oh, got a carjacking in the suburb. It looks like we've got about half an hour to go. A gas station surveillance camera recorded a car that's on the stolen vehicles list. Okay. Car chasing. Okay. Car chasing. Alright, I'm gonna go lower level. I'm gonna go... Ooh, 4? Oh, guys, there's 4. I should probably send 3, but if it's not worth it. I'm gonna send Price. Shit. I just don't want to send... I don't want to risk Birch driving. I don't know who gets to drive. But I have to use him for something. Tsubaki and Robbins. Oh, this is painful. Homicide investigation has started. Investigations, preliminary work. Detectives have interviewed witnesses, collected evidence from the scene, and are I'll get used to it. Things and stuff. Pursuing the investigation. I won't get used to it. I'm always going to pick on this stuff. It's just bad. Maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe it's somebody whose first language isn't English. I know I've got a lot to learn about Swedish grammar, so I should let it go. I think the studio who made this game was from Belarus, so maybe I shouldn't be so harsh. Yeah, expect results. I will. Okay, here we go then. This is the detective screen. We've got some clues up here. We've got the witnesses and what they said. We have sequence. I guess this is the sequence of events. We've got the start, where the victim walked out of the door, and the end, with the victim dead on his steps. And then frames. And currently we have none. Yes, indeed, Valentine. Okay, let's see what the witnesses have to say. Mr. Eric Graham, a drunk witness. Good job, guys. They drove by in a sedan, comma. No, I said I wasn't going to do it. I apologize. That's the last one. Your first language was Russian name. What is it now? Sorry, I'm mocking. I've got to stop. They drove by in a sedan and they shot like a machine gun. I didn't see much. I should have tried to put on a drunk voice. It's not an accent. I could probably do that. Mr. Glenn Clayton, neighbour. I only heard a few muffled shots. Mr. Lawrence Carr, neighbour. He got what he deserved. He's been causing trouble for a long time, and recently there's been lots of cursing and carrying on. Yes, let's go around shooting people for swearing. Wow. Ms. Stacy Cobb, a witness. Really? That's all we've got? I don't remember the car, and the neighbourhood was quiet. I never heard any shots. Maybe she was further away than the other guy. Mr. Darrell Carpenter, a neighbour. The police these days don't do nothing. I almost died myself. I went to buy some medicine and was nearly hit by some idiot's car. Ooh. A badly driven car. Maybe it was like a drive-by. So somebody, a sedan. The drunk guy thinks it's a sedan. That's, I guess maybe the drunk guy is just likes cars, so could still pick it out even though he was drunk. I'm not going to be sure it's a machine gun, but there was definitely a gun involved. We don't have a lot. Oh, I can click on that. Yeah, that just tells us what the crime is. All right, well, go to it, investigators. Detectives. That was awkward. Destruction of property reports. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Woohoo! Purdy and Asano. Get around 100 for Asano. Maybe we should give her a stripe. Well, your first language is always going to be the same. It's your second. You just gain a second language. So maybe Asano gets a stripe. Because arbitrarily she hit 100. So we did one! Woohoo! Hooray! We should stop now. On a high. Almost there. Oh, got a suspicious individual in Desire Park. And a carjacking in the suburb that's popped up. Okay, ready your number keys, guys. The driver is nowhere to be seen. Number 1, search the car. Number 2, wait at a safe distance for the driver to appear. Number 3, interview any potential eyewitnesses. So this is the car that was on the registered stolen vehicles list thing. Okay, Bing has voted. So we know it's a stolen vehicle. Do we search it, wait for the driver, or interview eyewitnesses? I know what my vote is. And it is not the same as Bing, so we've got a bit of a clash at the moment. Don't overthink it. Please don't make me overrule Bing. It would make me sad. But I'll do it. Because, you know, I'm the chief of police and, you know, you've got to lay the discipline down. I know what I'm talking about. You can't do 2 votes, Bing. I appreciate you trying to be helpful. That doesn't work. Oh dear. Valentine's coughing out again. What about your name? Have you got anything? Oh, Carlin's with us. I'm going to read that, Valentine, as you voting with me. Betrayed. Oh, come on, name. We really need you. We've got a clash. All right, we're going to have to take my deciding vote. We're going to search the car. Offender escape! Officer's dead! Oh shit! Civilians on her. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no. They were just in there and we couldn't see them, or oh shit. See? It's good that I didn't become a police person. Well, because it was a tie, I decided to give myself the deciding vote. And now I've gotten people killed. So maybe I'll have to promote one of you guys to deciding vote person. Awkward. I blame Valentine. Which one of the... Sorry, Bing, I don't quite understand what you mean. So only Robbins is coming home. Tsubaki and Price were killed. Who goes around agreeing with me? Well, this is awkward. Suspicious individual. I'm quite flustered. First deaths. We picked search the car. Yes, suspicious individual at Desire Park. Corey Ramsey, mother of several children, has expressed her concerns about a suspicious man wearing bifocals, seated on a bench beside a playground. He's been watching the children for over an hour and has taken several photographs of them. I didn't think that concerns like this happened back in the 80s yet. But apparently it does. Okay, so we've got a potentially creepy guy or potentially a guy. Well, I mean, probably definitely a guy. Alright. Potential guy. Either way. It's not on a priority of actual violence yet. So hopefully this will not be a mistake. We're going to send Asano and Birch. Oh, no, this doesn't balance out. See, now I'm second guessing myself. We'll send Purdy and Birch. Please don't crash the car. Alright, looks like we may have some openings in the force. Awkward. Shift B somehow is requiring new police officers. What are you going to do, am I right? We've only got 2 here for us. We've got Officer Lake Kubilius, professionalism 180. We could wait till tomorrow, because they wouldn't be able to join straight away anyway. If we wait till tomorrow, we may have better options than 180 and 150, because they don't, yeah, I don't think they immediately appear. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. Oh, we have a thing. Oh, but we've hardly got anybody. Sheet.
1210 complete.
Report on a suspicious individual. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Woo, thank God. I really needed that one. Letting it tick away as people come home. Report on the homicide. Investigations reports. Your detectives present frames, different versions of what might have happened at the crime scene. We have 3 new frames. We've got somebody in a car sticking out a gun with a silencer. We have a beige car. And we have the corner of a street and it looks like a pharmacy. Oh yeah, that guy said he was coming out of a pharmacy when he got smashed by the car. Open investigation. Investigations, clues and frames. They get it wrong half the time, but a good cop can separate fact from fiction if they know how to look at the case materials. Sorry, I'm really trying to ignore the commas, I promise. The more professional the detectives working on an investigation, the better their instincts. Investigations sequence. To get to your suspects, you'll need to figure out the true sequence of events at the crime scene using the frames you think likely. Sometimes with a little guesswork thrown in. Sometimes. If you add it all up but the sequence fails, you're probably telling the wrong story. Well, isn't that like you are telling the wrong story if it fails? How can you tell the right story and it still fail? That's just awkward. Alright, so we have 3 that can fit in. I'd imagine, as this is our very first one, it's probably going to be quite simple. So, where's the pharmacy guy? Mr. Carpenter, yeah, he went to buy some medicine, was nearly hit by the car. But are they driving away or are they driving to? Oh, I can see the beige car going past. But is that coming round the corner? Okay, well, the gun will be the last one. Hi, Yulberry. I'm glad you could make it. Yes, mixing up the schedule. I did try to let people know as much as possible, but, I mean, I'm sorry if you didn't get the word. Was this the car leaving or the car arriving? That looks like the same colour of the building. So it could be going... I'm going to put the car first. Well, at least you're not missing Dragon Age, eh, Nilberry? How's that? Nothing's happened. Okay, I'll swap them around. How's that? I don't think it worked. Okay, we'll close that. They can think up something new. And...
311A
oh.
progress.
Okay, we'll go to this one first. It's more serious. It's an actual crime. Fight at Kevin's Throat Bar. Don't ask. A bartender reports that a couple dancers, I'm not saying anything, started fighting over tips, and a cat fight broke out right on stage, although cat fight would be one word. We have spaces for 3 officers, but obviously we are not doing so well with 2 of our officers having recently been killed, and another one, I think, quit or fired. Who remembers? It was like 20 minutes ago. I'm sure they don't usually fight. We don't have many people. I don't know if I want to send 3. Robbins could use those points back. I'm going to send Robbins, and I mean, it's a fight. It could. I don't want to send Birch anywhere. Look at the state of the guy. We'll send Robbins and Asano, and oh shit, we'll send Birch. He might as well. Where else is he going to go? Although we got a green one, maybe we can send Birch to the green one because it's a lower priority. I mean, it's lower priority in the sense that it's not a crime, but in the priority of what we need to do to win the game, it's probably higher priority because we are getting money on the side. I find it very difficult to not take the crime more seriously, what with being, you know, a fine, upstanding member of some communities. Now we'll do this. Ugh. And boom. 7 seconds to go. Kazuki Tamura, Dragon's Lair Club. Catchy. Mr. Boyd, I'm opening Freeburg's first martial arts club. And for my first exhibition, I want to hold a sparring match where one of my students takes on your toughest cop. After the fight, I'll teach your man a few tricks, something that will help him out on the streets. I wanted to... I can't send Birch. That'll just embarrass the force. Let me look at the... He's knackered from working 2 days in a row. Seriously. I mean, I know it's like being a police officer is taxing, but getting really tired from 2 days in a row. I don't want to send Birch anymore. Oh, bugger. I don't know. What do you reckon, guys? He's going to teach them a few tricks. Maybe it will give Birch a boost, but it'd be pretty embarrassing for us. I don't think they'd beat this guy. Oh, I'm torn. And what about any other crimes that pop up? We want the money. I think we are the ones who will pension off Birch if it happens. I don't think that's the thing. Yuleberry thinks we should send our best. Maybe we should get a really good. I don't know. But what if there's like a really tough crime, like there's a robbery or a shooting or something, and we have to, and then we've only got Birch and well, Purdy's good, but although Asano and Robbins might be back soon unless they've just left. No, I have no short-term memory really. All right, well, we've only had one suggestion. And I can't make decisions, so we will send Kochi. Hopefully, it'll be worth it. Oh yeah, there it is. 10 seconds later, a fight at Octopus Restaurant. Don't worry, we can all blame Yuleberry if it goes terribly wrong. A bartender reported that a fight has broken out between a patron and the bar's bouncer. The man, apparently drunk, don't know whether that's the bouncer or the patron, had climbed onto the stage while a local singer was performing and tried to sing a duet with her. Well, we've only got 2 guys. If something happens when we send these people, it just has to happen. That's how bad it is. Purdy and Birch. The dream team. Oh, I didn't hire them yet. There was a reason for that, wasn't there? Nothing else happened. Nothing else happened. Nothing else happened. Oh, I thought it was over then, but no, it was just dropping the blinds. I'm a little bit jumpy. The fight at Kevin's Throat Bar. We've got some options here, guys. On the stage are 2 strippers going at it. That's fighting. and it's gone beyond arguing to a full-on catfight. I love she's taking a proper swing. The bouncer is fast asleep, clearly too wasted to handle the situation. The drunken patrons are happily watching the fight. Here are options then. Number 1, draw your service weapon. 2, shut off the music and turn up the lights. Oh, that's like the worst thing you can do in any kind of bar or club. 3, listen girls, cut the crap or this is gonna get serious. How condescending are we feeling today? Alright, so that's 1, 2 or 3. Cast your votes. I'm gonna go for... Alright, I voted in my head. What do you reckon? Then it's 1 for drawing your service weapon, 2 shutting off the music and turning up the lights, or 3 being really condescending. We don't have an option to... Why does everybody want there to be an option 4? Okay, we have a vote from Bing. I do like that. I mean, this woman's like got her guard up, so they're doing a proper fight. Indeed. Okay, we have a current consensus, so we are going to shut off the music and turn up the lights. Sorry, I went to a different place there. The strippers continue fighting, oblivious of the police presence. Okay, try again. Number 1, step onto the stage and try to separate the girls. Number 2, ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water and throw it on the combatants. Or 3, watch the strippers go at it and don't interfere. She's got a good punch on. Alright, Yuleberry's wade in. I have my vote ready. One day, I think, maybe go through the game and just pick all the crazy options and see what happens. Oh, come on. We can't overthink this. It's breaking the momentum slightly. We've got to get faster at this. Okay. That's 3 votes. I am going to go with it, unless somebody quickly says something. I am going to... We do have a winner, which we will go with. Now, ask the bartender for a bucket of cold water. Throw it on the combatants.
311A complete.
Offender escaped! How? Officers unharmed. I suck. Sorry, Bing. You are the better police officer. It's funny though. Report on Oh, I got the wrong one. Oh, the fight at Octopus Restaurant. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Paddy and Birch. Woohoo! Birch got a... I really didn't want to send Birch to that one. But we did a thing, yeah. And the report to Kazuki Tamura. Chief, I just about nailed the Jap a couple of times, but he was too fast for me and won on points. I don't really understand all the rules, so I can't keep track of points very well. But he was alright. Even showed me a few tricks after the match. I got carried away a little and pulled my back. Think I can take a day off? Success! And now oh my goodness! Koji's professionalism went up to 370! Yes, the strippers escaped, Bing. But don't ask. Tsubaki and Price were sadly killed, Compy, through no fault of my own. End the day. Alright. Not our best work, I'll admit. But hey, freshly... I think we can... We'll do one more day and then we will finish. Day 5, 19th of July, a Friday. Look, because then we've done the whole week, so that's nice, isn't it? Nice. I've got to get rid of that word. Newspaper time. Headlines say, Officer Blaine explains. I thought she was a suicide bomber. Retired police officer Thomas Blaine shoots pregnant woman. Mayor Rogers. City has no problems with racists. That could be taken some awkward ways. Go to work. We don't like the mayor. Well, I like
Why
a
would a
gorilla.
man need a barn? To store all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
A cow. That's all I had. Sorry. Some quality creaking. And we have pills in the
I stopped
barn.
keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door. Now they're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine. It's not every day that someone comes to visit your barn. In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time.
Good
But he
times.
never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards. But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah. So now you're appearing in public with members of the Mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight. More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it. Probably won't be seeing each other again. I've got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
The papers say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your Mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me. My family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
So?
Your contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all this out.
Now is not the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the Mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the first place. Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
Compassionate. Oh, big choice now. We can agree to help Kendrick. We can refuse to help Kendrick. On the line, we have Kendrick and his family. But on the other side of things, if we help Kendrick, we're kind of picking up where he left off, and our character has his own family. Clumpy's bailing on us when this important decision comes along. Do you remember which one you did last time, Bing? Blimey. Yeah, it is neither of them are good options. We're basically saying we help his family, protect them, hopefully, and then step into his position, which also puts our family at risk. Or we don't help him, and they will probably all get killed, but we won't. And our character, remember, has children of his own, as well as his estranged wife, and you know, he has that mother-in-law who has a dog, so there is a dog in the mix. Difficult. Okay, we've got some decisions. Anybody else want to weigh in? The doggo was an interesting shaped dog. Quite something. I think it might have been one of those Chinese great crested something or other dogs. Or maybe not. Had huge ears and a little mop of hair on top. All right, I don't think we're going to get clearer than that. Chat says, help Kendrick. For anyone who wonders, I was not going to help Kendrick.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack.
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn, Frank.
Him and his barn.
At the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened. It was almost too much to take in. I'm probably the most popular police chief in the history of the city, and I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once, sometimes with a little pride even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals. Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg, especially for a cop. And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the Mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts. Right before the last hammer falls. Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a Mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago. That sound right to you?
No, it doesn't. See, on a surface level, it sounded like he really prided himself on being a good cop. But what he was actually saying was he liked his reputation. So he's not as good as it seems. It was all, you know, oh, people know me as this guy. It wasn't I do the right thing, you know, it's wrong, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. We were going to give a stripe to Asano, but no one else has particularly impressed us on Shift A, so we're going to hold it. Although I think sometimes Samadi should have one just for being damn cheerful at work. Fang is her first day. Okay. And Acre's first day as well. Let's start. Oh my goodness. Oh fine. We have remaining for the music Sweet Ginger Green, Bud Meets Bob, Singin' 'Em. We've listened to that one. Billabong. And we've listened to Chopin. I think... Oh. All right. Thanks, Bing. It was really good to see you. We will probably be done by then. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Name, didn't you say Bud Meets Bob a while back? I think you did, so we're going to go with that. Oh, hate it. All right, here we go. Day 5, 10 o'clock. We're coming to work at 10. We're kind of rubbish. $6,900. Requests to City Hall. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administration, your police station is at their mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Oh, I was like, why has it gone black? We have to click on a button. City Hall. Requests to City Hall. Decisions from City Hall depend on whether they're satisfied with your work. You can send... Sorry, I just really hate this music so much. You can send requests every 5 days. The fools in charge of the city may refuse outright or accept only some of your requests. So only ask for what you really need. I'll do my best. Okay, we have a request. What do you reckon then? We can request another job slot for an officer, another job slot for a detective, a SWAT upgrade, or a raise. So do we want an expansion of expansion of our staff officer roles, an increase in the number of detectives on staff, I like the white gloves there, improved equipment for the SWAT team, or an increase in your weekly salary? That's a 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, isn't it? Job slot officer, job slot detective, with a random full stop there. 3 was SWAT upgrade, 4 is raise. I think I remember what I did last time. I'm torn between 2 of them. Oh, it's okay, Yulberry. We're going to replace them in a minute when we do. We can do a hiring thing, because it's the slots that we are asking for, not hiring. Oh, we'll show you what it is in a minute, because we will hire 2 more officers for Shift B. This will just mean that our roster is expanded by 1. Indeed. Oh, I'm really torn. It's one of those good for the job or good for the goal of the game, which is to get $500,000 by day 180. So do I want to do my job well, or do I want the money? I guess I could just pick the one I didn't pick last time. Alright, I'm going to pick unless anybody wants to weigh in. Alright, I'm picking. I'm going to go for a raise. We're working the game goal. Oh, can we do another one? I think we should do another one, because we can't have pissed off City Hall yet. So I will also go for the SWAT upgrade. I'm not going to push it though. We'll just do 2. Hopefully that's not pushing it. Cool, I don't get to have to pick. Right, affairs in the police station. We'll go to the labour market, because we need 2 officers in Shift B. Oh, it's the same people. I was trying to be clever. So it is Officer Lake Kubilius, 180 professionalism. And Officer Adam... I would say gist if that was the actual word, gist. But if it's a name, it might be gist. We'll say gist as it's a name. Professionalism 150, which is the average level. Okay. Good. Good. Salary, City Hall. Here's your week's salary. City Hall hopes we don't disappoint. That's $1,200. Tomorrow is the deadline to fire all black cops, and sure, that's going to happen. We'll check on the investigation. Details. We just haven't got it, apparently. Maybe this is them driving away, and I was wrong about the gun sticking out first. Alright. No? I suck. Should we put the last... No, I don't want to put the last detective on it, because we've only got... Because what if there's an investigation we have to do and we've got nobody to send out? Okay, in the middle then. There we go! That's really, really discerning of me. The suspect is Travis Horton, a known racist, who already has several previous convictions. We got there in the end. Suspect location. Your detectives have information on the whereabouts of the suspect. Sometimes there might be a number of locations to choose from. Proceed. I'll click on that. We've got a 10-second one there. Suspect arrest. To carry out the arrest, 2 officers must escort the lead investigator to apprehend the suspect. If the lead investigator is not on duty, the arrest will have to wait. But remember that fugitives won't sit patiently until your schedule clears. This sounds like one of the things I'll forget. Like there's probably going to be a time when I have to ask the investigator to come in tomorrow in order to make the arrest, and I really hope you guys remind me to do that. Suspect arrest. Also remember that criminals will react in different ways. A frightened thief is likely to surrender as soon as the game is up. A brutal killer might just want to see how many he can take with him. With more dangerous criminals, it's safer to send experienced officers, and even the SWAT team if you see fit. Homicide. Port warehouses. Travis works at the port as a loader. So we have to pick our 2 best officers. Well, you're supposed to anyway. So that's Stovall and our new officer Strong. And we have an opportunity to send SWAT as support. This is a murderer with a gun. So do you think we should send SWAT as well? I mean, I don't... If I lost Stovall and Strong, they're like 2 of my best. Yeah, I'm going to send SWAT. We'll see what happens. We're learning. Proceed. Without the lead detective, there's a lower chance of success. Are you sure you want to send the cops in alone? Ah, so this has happened already then. Mole is at home because she's in shift B. So I shouldn't have tried to fix that, to solve that investigation while they weren't there. So that was my mistake. So now we have the option of wait until tomorrow where the fugitive may have fled, or send in the cops alone, which I also don't like the idea of. Oh man. I don't want this guy to get away. I mean, it doesn't say how much of a lower chance. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Oh shit. Alright. So if we wait, he could escape. If we don't wait, and the lower chance of success could mean cops getting killed and him escaping. Alternatively, cops getting killed and him getting killed. The best scenario is, of course, catching him. Do you think we should try it? But Stovall and Strong. I guess we kind of want to see what happens. He might be there tomorrow but if we... Damn it, Yuleberry, I thought you were helping me there. You just gave me the 2 different options. Like, yes, I know. I don't know. Think about it from a gamey way. It might punish us from not doing it exactly the way it tells us to with the tutorial. Or it might be a guaranteed success because it's tutorial. Or neither. Yeah, thanks, Yuleberry. Psh. And it's a murderer. It's so annoying that you need the investigator. I know I've messed up, I know. What do you reckon? I guess, I mean, this way we'll know. I'm gonna try and do it. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I feel bad. Usually when I make a decision, it's wrong. Rip. Disorderly conduct at Eddie's Burgers. Every morning there's a dirty, piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. This is the one who almost got run over last time. The man refuses to go away and growls at anyone who approaches, scaring all the customers. Oh, that doesn't sound like a huge issue. We'll send Austin and the new lady, Fang. Awesome. Good luck. And we've got a robbery at Touch of Dionysus Liquor Store. That's a cool name for a liquor store.
311A.
And we've got a fight in a residential area, so we're going to go for that one. A hot dog vendor reports that he saw 2 Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. We have the opportunity to send 3, but I don't want to. It's a fight. We will send Grant and Samedy. Try and get Grant back up, hopefully. Good luck, guys. SWAT's almost there. Cross fingers.
210.
Report of disorderly conduct. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Sigh. Report on the homicide. Offender caught. Yes. My best guys. Oh, thank goodness. I was worried. Case closed. You were able to arrest all the suspects. But now we'll always wonder, is that because it was the tutorial one? Ooh. Okay, we got 10 seconds on this one. Oh, lots of things just popped up, but we've got a crime in progress. A witness looked on from her window while an armed man with a stocking on his head entered the nearby liquor store. We've only got 2 guys. They're asking for 4. We do what we can. It's Yancey and Vandal. They're even suggesting SWAT, but apparently SWAT only works once a day. Sure. I'm going to blame SWAT if Yancey and Vandal are killed. Oh, an investigation. Cool. Robbery. Well, not because of the crime, you know, bad. Robbery at the city centre. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Liang while she was on the way to the pawn shop. So our best guy in Shift A is Detective Beasley, who reminds me of... there's a British comedian. It's on, I think, 8 out of 10 Cats, or he was. I don't know if he still is. Might even be Scottish. I'll think of it at some other time. And I guess we'll send Akers. Frankie Boyle, thank you, Yulberry. Now we'll send Armstrong to get some hopeful experience, because there could be another investigation and then we'll have someone better. Oh! Municipal assignment from City Hall. It's a hot one today and a lot of people are going for a swim. Last week, 4 people drowned on the beaches of Freeburg and the press was in an uproar. Please send somebody to keep an eye on things, and we've got nobody. It popped up, right? I couldn't not click on it. There's nobody here. We have to refuse. And then we're going to piss off the mayor. Which is kind of cool, but I would like to help people not drown. I'm sorry. There's no one here. We're all out on crime. Shit. I'm sure the mayor will be very understanding. He seems that type. Fuck it. Oh, and they just got back.
311A12.
Report on the fight. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh dear. I'm not getting any better at this game, am I? We have destruction of property at the Gallery of Modern Art. At a gallery exhibition entitled Sex Operation, a gang of young people in ski masks forced their way in and began smashing the exhibits, shouting, "We don't need this shit in our city." I guess the dream team... Oh my goodness, they want 5 people. Is anyone close to getting home? Maybe let's have a quick look. Yeah, we've got more. Phew. Although they're not crazy violent. Maybe we can just set... I don't know, it's given us 5. You want us to ignore it, Valentine? That's an intriguing idea. I'm not a fan of modern art anyway. As long as they don't what if they hurt people though? Alright, we'll do it your way, Valentine, and if people get killed, you know what's going to happen.
Officer on scene.
Okay,
We have a
we arrived at the robbery place. The shop has 2 exits. from which a few people have already fled. Number 1, do we sneak up to the back door? 2, drive a patrol car right through the front window? Or 3, enter the store through the main entrance? Alright, I know what I want. What do you reckon, guys? 1, 2 or 3? 1, sneak up to the back door. 2, drive a patrol car through the front window. Or 3, enter the store through the main entrance. This is a robbery at the liquor store, I believe. Alright, we've got Yuleberry's vote. Oh, I think I was having Star Wars then. That's a new one. I've gone well over time. It's that bloody cinematic, wasn't it? Alright, so in the... I completely forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, for time, we will try to be a bit faster. I'm with Yuleberry. We're going to drive a patrol car through the front window. Boom. The stick-up man noticed the police presence, no shit, and took the cashier hostage. He's holding his gun to the hostage's head, shouting, "Back off or I'll blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling in an unknown language. I'm sure it's known somewhere. Dewey, number 3. Number 3? Why are we starting at number 3? Number 1. Shit, I'm hungry. Silently take aim at the robber. 2. Quiet, Abdul. You're just making things more complicated. Or 3. You in the mask. Shut your face and drop the weapon. I can't sound tough. I'm sorry. Okay, I know what I want. I know. It is kind of like we're playing a cheesy TV cop drama. Alright, I'm going to do it unless anybody else has a vote. It's good to have votes. That's a general notion. Alright, I am going to silently take aim at the robber. The robber grows visibly nervous. Don't shoot, please. I just need the money. I'll just take a little bit and go. No one was hurt. The cashier begins to cry. 1. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage. 2. Shoot the robber. 3. There's 2 ways out of this shop. In cuffs or in a body bag. So, you had to say it kind of like that. Oh, I'm torn. I'm torn between 2 of them. You guys got any ideas? Number 1, I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you leave release the hostage. Number 2, shoot the robber. Number 3, there's 2 ways out of this shop. In cuffs or in a body bag. Instantly, that should be there are. But anyway. Honestly, people keep making me pick. This isn't the plan. There was a plan. And I can't decide, also. Alright, we have a deciding. I'll let you leave here upright, but only if you release the hostage.
910 complete.
Oh! Oh dear! Offender caught, officer dead, civilian killed. Damn it, Yuleberry! Vandal has been killed. Oh! That was the one we were going to miss anyway, right? Awkward. Destruction of property. Offender escaped. Sure. Robbery. Investigation has started. Alright. I'm going to read this next time because I'm over time already. Just remind me I haven't read this stuff next time. It's 5 o'clock. Yeah, alright. Ernest Fitzgerald, Countryside. Jack, this year the organisers of the Golden Beast Hunt suddenly changed the rules of the annual shooting contest. It now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? I'd really love to do well in the competition. Do we really want to send our finest marksmen? So who's done well? I mean, I guess we could fail and then he might not pay, but we're already failing so hard. Indeed, community outreach. I'm going to send Smirking Samadhi and we'll send Grant. She needs a break. We keep ruining her professionalism. Robbery reports. We got 3 new frames. We're not going to look at them right now. 10 seconds. Vandalism at Atticus Tower. A guard went out for a smoke and saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up a tree. You can take it from here. Wow, what a guard. Okay, chasing brats up trees, we will send Austin, and just because she's got really low professionalism, we will send Yancey. Keep her in line. Ernest Fitzgerald reports. We did it, Boyd. We won. That Ernest really knows a lot about shooting. Even taught us a thing or two. He invited us out hunting to celebrate the victory, so we'll be taking a day off. We deserve it. What the fuck? You can't decide you're taking a day off. What is this? Shoot him out the tree. I've just winged him. People are just deciding to take days off now. Rude. We're over time, waiting for Yancey and Austin. Come on, guys. Vandalism reports. Offender caught! Officers unharmed! That's a good way to end the day. Good job, guys. And end the day. Piles of work. Looks like tomorrow is going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's just too much going on. Alright, so we lost Vandal this time. How many officers have we lost? 3 or 4? Who remembers? So they all get the next day, and tomorrow it's these guys. Birch is still knackered. I think we might have to let Birch go. We'll have a look at it next time.